G'day dear friends, welcome to Xrissart. My name is Chrissy. Thank you for joining me today. Well, this is a new project. So what I'm doing now is working with PanPastels on Pastelmat. Now I've done this before quite a few times, and this is just for people who haven't seen me do this. This is all for our new members. I've put masking film in and on my drawing. So if I wanted to measure this at all, this project is, let me see, it's 35 by 30 centimeters. Hi Cherry, hello once again. Yes. Okay, yeah, so this is light blue, it's Pastelmat, and I'm going to do a woman with some lovely Bougainvillea. I think this would be nice. And believe it or not, the palette is very limited, so let's see how we go. Now I'm just going to put these aside for the moment. And I just wanted to say that I've got masking film on either side, so I just wanted to, and in fact the background is not that much, so I'll be able to get through this quite quickly. Now I've in the past, and Cherry, our friend here, Cherry, has the one that who referred me to this product. I used to use masking film by Xrissart, and I used it for years, and I was able to get it for years, and it was really, really nice because it was matte and not shiny, and I really liked it a lot. But then my art shop then stopped stocking it. Quite possible that the company wasn't making it anymore, I don't know. And I was using this other masking film, and it was just horrible. It was really horrible. So Cherry here, hi Pam, hello, nice to see you again as well. I was recommended this, and oh thank goodness, but I bought this one from Amazon. Now apparently, or what it says here, you can buy it in sheets. Like good size sheets as well, like 25 by 20 inches, 15 by 10 inches, or 635 millimeters by 508 millimeters, 380 millimeters, or say 25 centimeters. But yeah, and you can buy it on the roll. So I've bought the roll, and now I'm going to go buy a whole heap because I'm too scared that they're all going to run out and I'm not going to be able to use this anymore. And this one, and it's called Xrissart. It is low tack, and this one is made in the US. So Armadillo Arts and Crafts, so I don't know. I mean, I'm here in Australia, so, you know, I couldn't find it anywhere here in Australia. Oh, hello there, Gabriella. Nice to see you. Hello, hello. And hi, Christine Marshall. Hello, nice to see you. Oh, this is really nice to be able to, I've changed the hours, and I'm actually getting to see some different people coming in, which is really nice, as well as our normal friends that come in. So I'm very, very pleased. Thank you for popping in to say hello. And, oh, CC, hello. Hello from Sarasota, Florida. Hello there. Nice to see you and welcome. All right, so yeah, so this is the usually I've always been calling it masking film, but it's also known as Xrissart. So I'll put that aside, and and what I've done is I've cut this up, and I've put down the areas where I want to mask, so or where I want to protect my areas. And where I want to protect my area is here. I'm not going to bother with this so much, but it's in this here where I need to do a background first, and of course here. Now, the knife that I'm using, hi Diane, hello, hello, nice to see you here as well. It's been a while, hasn't it? Oh, very nice. All right, so I'm using a blade. Now, I use a sharp blade, the sharper the better. Now, this is a really weird thing to, it's a really weird thing to say, but the reason why the sharper the better is because I don't need then to put pressure on my surface. Now, I've been doing this for a very long time. I will say years. So I've had years of practice and I know how far to go. All right, so I shall do that. Now, this will take a little bit, so I thought, yeah, it's not for the people that have seen me do this before, but I thought it'd be nice to see it every now and again, so bear with me for a while. Okay, so what I want to keep protected is the flowers. So I'm going to cut around here, and this bit is going to go, and then there's this little bit here. Now, of course, it's a bit shiny, so you can't see what the project is, but if you've seen the thumbnail, you'll see that it's you know, it's a surreal lady. Okay, surreal woman. Yeah, it has it's 6 a.m. for me, and the household is quiet, yet so easy to join. Oh, okay, wonderful, wonderful. All right, now I'm going to do this in bits, and the reason why I'm going to do this in bits is because, you know, there's no rush. And I always want to just be very, very careful and very mindful of what I'm doing. So, and especially when I'm doing some really large ones, you know, I just cut off in little bits and pieces. So I'm going to go ahead. So I need this area. So what? So I'll just start here. Now, for those who haven't seen me do this live, you would probably be cringing about now, I would say. It's all right, I get it. But know this, it is super, super light hand. Oh, okay, so light that I didn't do this enough. Did I change the blade? Okay. Oh, maybe I picked up the wrong one. Nope, it's this one. Okay. It's supposed to come off easy like that. There we go. That's better. Oh, that's a relief. Okay, is that a standard 11? I'll have a look. Hang on a sec. Hang on a sec. It's look, it's an X-Acto. It's an X-Acto, but there's somewhere. You're not going to believe this, but I actually bought a whole heap from Temu. Because if I can show you what I do, hang on a sec. Oh, no, it's not there. What I do is I would discard this blade after about the second project. But I can't remember whether it's 11. I think that sounds familiar. But yes, that's what that is. All right. So here we go again. Yeah, so I've been doing this for years. When I say years, I don't know. Oh no, not there. It's here. Yeah, sorry, I go a little bit quiet so I can concentrate. Make sure that I've hang on, maybe not hard enough. It's usually supposed to work on the first go. I'm not quite sure whether I've actually changed the blade. I'm tempted to change the blade. I'm not going to have this problem. I don't want to have this problem. So I'm just going to put that to the side and put a new blade in. That's all right. Yeah, so I've actually gone, because this becomes very expensive. These blades aren't cheap. They're not cheap. So I went looking on Temu and I bought, I don't know, about 150 of these blades for about, I don't know, a couple of dollars, Australian dollars that is. And oh yeah, there we go. Whoop. Hang on, just hang on. There we go. Oh, this is the bit that I didn't want to cut off. It's her neck. Hang on. Oh, just came off. Well, you know what I'm going to do. That's silly of me. Let's try that one again. Okay. Yeah, see, look at that. When your blade is sharp, that's what's supposed to happen. It just slides. Okay, that's all right. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to section each bit off here, and I'm just going to go around these little Bougainvillea plants or flowers. Okay. And very gentle. See, this is what I mean. If the blade is super sharp, then it just slides off like that. I think my blade, my blade was not sharp enough. And as you can see, the way I'm holding it, it's quite, I'm holding it quite loosely. Sorry, I've got to have a look around, just around on my left side, because there's a bit of a shine, and I just want to make sure I cut the right area. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay, I've seen watercolorists, my main medium, do this, but I've never been able to bring myself to try for fear of cutting the paper. Thanks, Chris. Guessing 11, need to practice. Okay, beats using liquid frisket. Yeah, well, seeing as that you're a watercolor artist, I have another product which is just amazing. I have got a video. If we're talking about liquid masking or like masking fluid, oh, hang on. If we're talking about masking fluid, there's this product which I have on my YouTube channel. It's called masking powder. Now this masking powder is, I've never seen anything like it in my whole life. And then when I used it, someone was telling me about it, and I thought, what's this? And I used it and I thought, oh my golly gosh, And so I've got a very short video on how I use it. See, now I could have done this off camera or off screen, so you didn't have to see me struggle a little bit. But I thought, nah, you're gonna have to see it the way it is sometimes. So, but it's not always like that. It comes off easily a lot of the time. All right, so let's go here and here. And the reason why I do this is so I can work through the project without worrying about halos, without disturbing my the area that I want to protect. Hi, Kathy. You nearly forgot. Yeah, I should have reminded you. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, there's this product now. It's by Renaissance. It's a masking powder. It's just something else. I've never tried anything like that. But yeah. Okay. Wow, masking powder. I've never heard of that. So glad I mentioned liquid masking. Definitely will check out your video. Yeah. It's a product that's made by Renaissance. Renaissance is a Polish manufacturer. I'm not affiliated with them in any way. They don't pay me or anything like that to talk about their product. I just, I do a lot of, I do, of course, you can see me, I do a lot of pastel work, but I also do a lot of other mediums, and I'm always discovering or trying to share what I discover with other mediums. So every now and again I'll break out into something different that I don't normally do. So, watch out for those kind of live streams. They happen. They happen a lot. But yeah. If you have a look, it's Renaissance. I just want to do this. I might just fix this bit here. There we go. Oh no, that's not right. Let me just do this. I don't think I did that right. Oh yeah. And see, I think there's a time and a place for everything. For example, I wouldn't replace the liquid masking fluid for the powder. It's just another tool. The masking powder that I would use for is if I was, doing textures with rocks and landscapes and, I suppose the list is endless. But yeah, so okay, here we go. And I would like to tell you that I thought of this masking film, but I will not. The person who I got this idea from was a very good friend who's on YouTube, and that's Will from Unmask Art. And I remember when he was doing it, I said to him, "Oh my gosh, Will, this is a game changer." I go, "Do you mind if I use this?" And he goes, "No, go right ahead." So every now and again I do acknowledge him. Oh, this is not going to work the way I want it. Okay, that's all right. It's a hard to get to one. think once I get this, I'll be right. Now, you're welcome, CC. You're welcome. Here we go. There's this little strip here that I just, this is what I want to be careful of here. Oh, here we go. There we go. That worked. All right. So this is what I mean by doing it bit by bit. It's easier to control. Famous last words. Whoops. Famous last word. But it is really. It's just that I'm applying very little pressure. Like, you wouldn't believe how little. And I just wanted to, I promised that I would, a shout out to Jelena, who wants to get to the live stream but is working and can't get to the live stream at the moment. So I promised her that I would give her a shout out. Jelena is in the UK, so I just wanted to say hello. Yeah. Okay. Yes, and just to just to let you all know, for all of those who are not aware, I also do have a Patreon channel where we learn lots of tips and tricks, but the Patreon channel is more for giving you confidence. I mean, we learn to paint all sorts of unusual projects, and whilst you're learning a project, you're actually whilst you're learning these unusual projects, we're learning tips and tricks, and you're gaining confidence if you feel that you need some. So yeah, and of course there's it's quite relaxed, and why are you giving me such a hard time? There we go. Okay. And you'll say to me, Chrissy, why is it so important for you to be doing this? Well, it's a very good question to ask, but the reason is because the result at the end is so much nicer, and I really don't want to always be guarded when I'm painting around areas where I want them protected or I don't want them painted. So that's the whole point of the exercise, you know. Kathy says, oh, Chrissy, Dan, you put up, can you put up a reference of the photo, please? Yes, I will. Most definitely. Yes, I will. Give me a moment and I will put that reference up. Have I got it? Let me do this and I will. Okay, let me just finish doing this and I will. I promise I will. And this area, and that flower is there, that's fine. And just this area needs to be done, and that's it. Yeah. Yep, sorry, I'm just concentrating here for the moment. I'm almost there. CC, if you're doing watercolor, I'm not quite sure if this is good for watercolor. Oh look, it's doing what I wanted to do, what it should have been doing all this time. Oh yeah, point. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not quite sure about watercolor paper because this is Pastelmat, and Pastelmat is a very strong paper. You can do so much with it. So I'm not sure about what that would be like. Okay, all right, so okay, let me put the reference up. Bear with me for a moment and I'll put it up there. No. It's a big file, so there we go. Sorry about that. Okay, all right, so what I'm going to be now, the color that I've got here is a light blue, but normally, and I will cover my whole sheet. Now this is a white background. You could have said, geez, Chrissy, you know, couldn't you have just used white paper? And the answer is yeah, I could have, but I'm not going to do it exactly white. Now this reference is just a guide, okay, and I usually change things all the time. So the color that I've selected to use is, I'm using a neutral gray, which is, it's very similar to the blue, but I'm also going to use a white just around her neck area and have this darker. I may even go darker around this area here as maybe a vignette type of thing, because there's flowers all the way around here. So I'm using a soft tool sponge. These soft sponges are really fantastic for covering large areas, you know, but I've got and I also use brushes as well, which I'm going to use in a moment, but I just thought I'll do that right now. Let me do that. There we go. And yes, because I do want a light background. And you almost can't see anything from it. So, but believe you me, there is colour going down, or there is pastel going down. So as you can see, the reason why I've got the masking film is I'm just going over. I'm just going over, and I'm not worried about protecting the flowers or anything like that. Like, I'm not worried at all. I'm just going ahead with my background. I'm also going to be using this grey. It's a neutral grey. It's a neutral grey shade. This is the neutral grey extra dark. So I might just do that. There we go. Just along the sides, even though that's a white background. Yeah, because I like the colors, the colors of this reference. They're these lovely rosy pinks. Her skin, and of course the female, the woman, everything about her is rosy pink. The lips are rosy pink, you know, there's, you know, and of course, like, you know, she's gorgeous. So not many wrinkles. Actually, I think I like to paint portraits that have got wrinkles, because so much more interesting, don't you think? All right. And of course, I just want this just a little bit light around here. Just put that there for a sec. Here we go. Here we go. So if you've got any questions, feel free to ask. Hopefully I'll be able to answer them. And of course, in this area here, I want to match that. So perhaps maybe go, I will start off with the lighter one here. And it's really interesting, once you see me take off the masking film or the frisket, you'll see, oh my gosh, that's when you'll see the difference. You won't see it right now. And of course, we know that Pastelmat can take a heap of layers. Cherry says, Chrissy, I'll just take a I'm sorry, you know what, there's this little, you know that icon? It's right down the bottom, and I can't see that word sometimes when it's coming through. So I'll just take a selfie for you then if you want wrinkles. Funny, yes. All right, now I just want a little bit of the white just here to match this one here on this side. And you know you've put enough layers on this is when you start to see the pastel move. That's when you know you've put enough layers down. Well, okay, let's just put that aside for the moment. And I may even go just a little bit darker, just around here. And just a little bit. You're so funny, Cherry. All right, what I'm going to do, just want to soften those edges a little before I take off that masking film. All right, let's do this. I just want to clean my hands. Give me a minute because I want to start. I'm going to start with her eye because, well, you know, I find it very hard to get through a portrait without doing the eyes first. And I don't necessarily have to do it 100%. So long as she's looking at me and I'm looking at her, or whichever the subject is, then we're okay. Yeah, I find it very, I'm not quite sure, is anyone like that if you're doing portraits? I don't know. Like, these are my favorite bits when I start to rip off the masking film. The best bit. It's so satisfying. I know, that's so weird, isn't it? Yes. So let me just put the cover on that so I don't do myself an injury, which is most likely. I'm so clumsy a lot of the time. All right, so I'm just going to put these to the side just for a moment, and I'll put that to the side for a moment. My mixing palette is this. It is a neutral color. It can be any neutral color. I find that it's easier to mix colors this way. Also, bear with me a moment. I'll just get my glassine. I thought I had it next to me. Here it is. Okay. one of the best tools in the house, I think. And my kneaded eraser, they're the best tools. Oh, there it is there. I've got to make sure that I don't lose it. It's something that I need all the time. Now I'm actually going to use some brushes, bristle brushes. I mean, you can use pastel pencils if you like. I usually like to use the bristle brushes only because you can be very gentle with the brush, and you're not damaging the tooth. But you know, everyone is different, I suppose. Now the color that I want, now her eyes are nice and green. There's some lovely greens in there. I'm going to go sort of like a bit of a phthalo thing going, and I think we're going to mix something here. So here we go. Now you'll say, yeah, and you'll go, geez, Chrissy, why don't you just use a pastel pencil? Yeah, I can do that. You'll just have to, might be a bit painful to watch actually. But I use a mixture, pastel pencils, the bristle brushes, and of course this is a brush which I use a lot and I have modified. So okay, what's this, Kathy? It's like peeling skin after sunburn. Oh yes, it is too. It is too. So yeah, what can I say? Just going to zoom into my reference with her eye. Now of course we all know that the whites of her eyes are not always white, so yep. Okay. So I hope everyone's weekend was really good. I mean, I know today's Tuesday, but it wasn't that far away from the weekend. So I hope everyone's weekend was good. Got to tell you, I did quite a bit of arting for me personally. I was doing arting, so which is really nice to do, and I've got quite a few concepts which are coming up, and this one was one of them actually. Yeah. Yes. I'm going through my pastel pencils here, so usually when they're like this, if I put these in their colours, I'm going to lose them, so that's why I do that. It's a bit painful sometimes, I suppose, but nevertheless, it works for me when I work. So here's a question. So when you're doing portraits, what's the easiest part of your portrait to start? Do you start off with the face, or the lips, the nose, or what do you start off with first? What is your sorry, yeah, how do you start your portraits? That's if you do portraits, of course. I'm just... Now this is neutral grey tint, and the neutral grey tint is perfect for the whites of the eyes. Yeah. So I find once I've put some pastel down, then it's I'm okay then to use pastel pencils, but not that it's, I mean, it's not a big deal, but I think what's happened is I've developed this. Oh, and by the way, if you're asking about sharpeners, I use a handheld cheapy sharpener. She looks a bit weird, I know. Okay. And this is not black, by the way. Not sure when I start portraits. I like to lightly put in the features. I think so. What is it? So as to get them in the right places. Yeah. Oh yeah. Everyone has different techniques as well. Yeah. There you go. Sorry, I'm just concentrating again. So for all of those in the chat, so what are your favourite things that you like to paint? At one point it was always, for me it was always portraits. I was always a bit afraid of landscapes. So that's what is the thing that I tackled. All the difficult things that I struggled and struggle with, they're the things that I like to do the most. So as to overcome, you know, the ability or the fear of not being able to do something. So a long while back, it was landscapes that was my issue. So I decided to do a monster of a landscape, and it just so happens that it's probably my most epic piece to date. So I'm actually quite pleased that I tackled that. Yeah, portraits are always my favourite. Oceans. Oh, okay. Pam. You like doing oceans too, don't you? Yes, I know. I've seen your work. You love it. You do some wonderful landscapes as well. All right. Let's just put this for the time being. So now I'm just going to mix up some skin tones, and I'm going to work around the eye area just for the time being. And then I'll come back to the eye. It's not done fully, but I think I'm okay to work with that at the moment. So I'm going to mix, and this palette is going to remain with me until the end of the project. So yeah. And look at my raw umber tint. Me thinks it's time for a new one, don't you? But I've still got quite a bit left, so it's fine. So I'm just going to mix some skin tones here at the moment. And she's very pink, isn't she? So this is the red iron oxide group of colours that I'm using and mixing with. Yeah. Oh, you love to paint portraits too. Wow. Yeah, Kathy. Yeah, I haven't really found a favourite, but have enjoyed still lifes. Oh, yes. And I know I've seen some really good ones that you've done as well. Yeah, I like the unfolding of it by doing each bit at a time. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hi, Nuria. Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. I can't stay, but I wanted to say hello. Well, hello back to you. Nice to see you. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I was always scared of landscapes, and now I do them all the time. And another thing that I'm really wary of is hands and feet. So of course I go ahead and I do a hand study, and one that is like that, and I just did all the knuckles and stuff like that. What can I say? It's the best way. It's the best way to get over your and you know what, and who's going to see it? No one, unless you show someone, of course. But yeah. I think doing studies is a really good way of practicing and getting familiar with your mediums, you name it. Yeah. This is a teeny tiny brush. No two ways about it. And yeah, I'm a type painter, so this one suits me quite a bit, but this project needs a bit of control. Well, you can paint it loose if you wanted to, but for me, I want it to be tight. You'll watch it later? Okay, thank you. Okay, well, I have to go to the gym. Okay, all right. Thanks for popping in to say hello, Nuria. Nice to see you, my dear. Yeah, so she's quite rosy, this one. Quite pink. And of course, you know, I don't have enough, I don't have enough pastel down because it's quite stubborn. You can see how it's, the pastel is stubborn. So that's how you know that you don't have enough pastel down. So you just keep on layering. Yep. Yep. I think portraits are one of my favourite things to do, most definite. Okay, bigger brush now. Nope. Has anyone been watching any really good shows lately, or listening to music, or what is it that if you've been arting, what do you listen to while you're arting? Oh, I've got to tell you, I'm back on to Lord of the Rings. I have I have seen these and been watching these movies for 20 years. Got to be 20 years for sure. And every now and again, I pull out these special features, and because you know I love fantasy, and I'm thinking, wow. And of course I like the way I like to find out how pictures, or how movies are made. So I'm always the one that's going to the special features to find out what the actors were thinking about, how they went about making the costumes, the whole thought process. Yeah, so that's me. So now I've been going back, and watching all the special features before I go watch the movies again. So it has to be like on a rainy day where I'm feeling quite lazy and I don't want to do anything, not even housework, not even artwork, and just sit and watch telly and just watch them all. Haven't watched Lord of the Rings in such a for so long. Probably time to watch it again. Well, I tell you what, the most interesting part about it is, and I know that's really strange that I say this. Peter Jackson, the director, this is about art, by the way. The director had two concept artists working with them to design all the, like everything, right from the glasses, the shields, everything, the masks, you name it, everything. I forget the person's name again. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so what these two artists, what they did is they had been drawing, scenes from Lord of the Rings, and Peter Jackson had these paintings on his wall while he was writing and organising the scripts. And I'm thinking to myself, wow. And so so Peter Jackson ended up asking these artists to come and design a lot of the, the props and the, all of that stuff. And I'm thinking, wow. So this is the part that interests me, the creating part and stuff like that. Yeah. I have been spending my time playing Tears of the Kingdom video game instead of watching TV. Yep. Yeah. Okay, so let's do more on this eye now. So this is what helps me, you see. I might just do the eyebrow. Just let me just paint that in. And of course I enjoy creating concepts as well. So I created this one as well. So and I usually have something in my mind, and I put it together. She already had some Bougainvillea on her, and I just added more. She didn't have it over her eye. I decided to put it over her eye. And if you can see the bottom right hand corner and the top, I've put more Bougainvillea on the top. That process, putting together ideas, is something that I'm very fascinated with. And of course this is, these artists from Lord of the Rings, these concept artists. I'm thinking, oh wow, how cool is that? Okay, so There we go. Now, you know, the reference there is, for me, is a guide. You know, I might change it up. I might change up one flower. Do you know what I mean? So it's always there for a guide. Okay. I just need to fix this. It's just too, oh, yes. So, oh no. Good thing pastel is forgiving. Here we go. So what projects are you all doing? Are you doing any projects at the moment? Okay. There we go, that's nice and soft. All right, so that's a very nice beginning actually. G'day Angie, hello, how you going? I see, I see it, yes. Her eyebrow is very high. that's how it is. Just there. Oh, you're gonna. Oh, okay, Pam. You're doing dragonflies. Wonderful. Okay, I've added my bling to my lady, and I'm also doing some roses to remind me of summer and sunshine. Oh, that's beautiful. Very nice. How did you go with your bling? Did you close your eyes and do it? You go, okay. Well, I'm just going to put it right there. Okay, I need to suppose that's better than blowing. Okay. I just gritted my teeth and went for it. Okay. Oh. Yes, Ange, we miss you too. Nice to see you here. I mean, I'm just about to say something which is a bit deep, but anyway. I was thinking about art and, you know, what I'm doing with like social media, YouTube, because I'm involved with, you know, so many aspects of social media because of what I do. For example, I'm on Patreon, there's Facebook, Instagram and stuff like that. And of course my regular YouTube channel, which is this one, where, you know, I upload videos. And I was thinking to myself, if, and I'm asking you as well, well, for me anyway, I mean, I asked the question, if I didn't have YouTube or anything like that, or Facebook, because I mean, us artists, and I know that we all, you know, post our work and stuff like that, but if we didn't have anything like that, I would want to be arting morning, noon and night. I would not want to leave my art studio. This is how much passion and excitement I have about oh no, oh, you know what I did? This is from my last project. I used, oh, I've got glitter. Sorry. Okay, in my last, I shouldn't have used this one. You can't see the sparkles, but in my last, oh gosh, my last project, I was using the pearl medium, and I was using this glassine paper. So I'm not going to use this paper. I've got sparkles all over here and I don't want the sparkles. Silly me. That's all right. I'll just do that. Oh, how annoying. Well, this one doesn't have it. Here we go. Yeah, so I was thinking to myself, would I be arting? Would I be doing, you know, of course I would be arting. But you know what? I love the engagement of YouTube, Facebook, all of that, without, you know, like I always do it in moderation, of course, without, you know, feeling bogged down or anything like that. So there's so that's me with that. So would you be arting if you didn't have YouTube or Facebook, or the people that have got YouTube? Because let's face it, showing our work, it's quite a vulnerable thing, isn't it? All right. Let's start off with her nose, hey? My mind is always on art. I just love it so much. Very passionate about it. I think what it is that I like about it, it's the creating part, because I also love creating concepts. That is exciting for me as well. I'm thinking, what can I think of putting together? Do you know what I mean? So it's that whole idea. Nan, hello. Hello, I missed you. Hello. How are you? Oh, nice to see you. It's a bit early for you, isn't it? Oh, dear. I have missed you, my dear. Now, I don't think that you could get a much warmer welcome than that. How about that? Yes, I would be arting, yeah. Okay, yeah, I would probably still be painting with soft pastels, not the pans, as I didn't know about the pans until I found, yes, until you found me, and yeah, yes. Well, that's it, you see, and of course I like hanging out. I like hanging out with people like yourselves. I love the engagement, so that's me. Okay, if you miss me, Chrissy, you... you quit changing the time. Yeah. Quit changing the time of your live streams. Yeah, I know. Well, you know, I'm trying things out. This is early for you, I know. I think it's a bit too early, actually. I didn't want it to be too early for you, but... Well, there is a reason that I did change it, but yeah, I need to be doing some art for myself, and it's sort of, I think, a little bit, and without compromising YouTube, Patreon, or anything like that. So no, I do appreciate you being here, so most definite, and I get it. Okay. This isn't terribly early for me. It's, oh, is it really? Is it really? Oh, okay. Oh, so that means you've had a sleep in? You've had your cup of tea or coffee? Have you had brekkie? Have you had any of those things? Yeah. Oh, well, she's slowly... I mean, she doesn't have any eyelashes or anything like that. I don't want to do anything there at the moment. Yes, and for all of those who are interested, we do have a Facebook group where and it's called Share Your Art with Xrissart, and the description, or the link is in the description below. And Facebook, I mean, not everyone is into Facebook, so I appreciate that. But this is where we get to continue the conversation from the live stream, where we talk about our projects and we show each other our projects and where we interact. You know, so yeah. Okay, I get up pretty early. I just forgot you were posting. Oh, okay. We set our clocks back on Saturday, so it will change again. So what time will it be? What time will it be then? Because you're on the East Coast, correct? Or on the east side? You're in Atlanta. You are in Atlanta, aren't you, Nanette? Yeah. Or Georgia? No, Atlanta. Oh, keep on forgetting. Pretty sure. Yeah, see, I mean, even here, like in Australia, the west coast of Australia, they're about 3 or 4 hours. We're ahead. I'm on the east coast of Australia, so we're 3 or 4 hours ahead. So they're probably, I don't know, they're probably having dinner over there in Western Australia. It will be an hour earlier. Okay, I gotcha. How are your cats, by the way? How are your felines? Alright, so as you can see, I'm just looking at my reference and just going bit by bit. And I think almost always I work from the eyes and I just go out like that. Apart from the background, that is, which needs to get done first, so. Rob, hello. Is this still live? Yes, it is. Yeah, my felines are curled up fast asleep. Okay. It got cold. Oh, okay. Got cold night. A cold night. Yes, Rob. Yes, it's live. We're here live. Yes, it is. It's about 25 past 11 here. You're not imagining it. Dare I say that nose has entered the ugly stage? Yes, you may say that. Do you remember the cat? Oh, okay. Okay, one of your videos came up, so I thought I'd check. Oh, absolutely. Yep. Oh, she's definitely... Look at the nostrils and everything. Oh, it's dreadful. Don't forget, it's a big face too. Look at the size of the face. Yeah. Oh, getting ready for our art show. Been flat out. Oh, okay. Okay. You should have reminded me. I would have put something in that show. Robin. Oh yeah. This is definitely the ugly stage for this poor thing. Okay. My nose. My nose has never left the ugly stage. I don't know what to say to that. It's all right. She will be okay. Okay, need to get her nostrils in, so let me just do those in so I don't lose them. Yes, the ugly stage, definitely the ugly stage. This is just a small members only. Oh, that's right. I had to become a member, didn't I? I forgot about that. I've got to become a member. Okay. So did that would make it even more uglier, wouldn't it? Oh, to outside entries. Okay, well you have to let me know, include me in. I want to be there, or at least want to submit something. That's what I wanted to ask for everyone in the chat. Robin here is with an art society, which lives quite far away from where I live, but and they have art shows, art exhibitions and stuff like that. And I know that these happen all over the world. But I was just wondering here in the chat, like, is there do you submit your work in art exhibitions or art exhibition competitions? Just curious. I mean, I haven't in a long time, but it's, then you've got to comply with all the, there are rules and regulations, there are themes that you probably have to follow, things like that. Okay. Okay, you people with 24-hour flights have no excuses. Oh dear. Okay, yes, I'll be on duty too. Okay, all right. Oh dear. Yep. Now you're going to make me scratch my nose, seeing as I'm painting a nose. Yeah, this is a front-on nose, actually. It's getting there. Okay, Easter may be unframed. Traditionally, it's always been, but we've never had a big open show. Well, if you have an open show, I'll put in an entry. yeah, so people in other parts of the world there, like in your town, or, you know, would you submit artwork in an exhibition? Her nose will get better, I promise, as I paint. I'm trying to remember how many of these raw umber tints I've used so far. I think this could be my third tub, but when I say third tub, I've been using PanPastels for, I don't know, more than 10 years. It's got to be. It's got to be more than 10 years. So, and I've been using these a lot, so okay, no worries, Chrissy. Her nose has moved past the ugly stage to the tolerable stage. Okay, yeah. I have lots of stages, yeah, to me, yeah, okay. Paintings, yeah. Oh, look, she's getting better, isn't she? All right. Okay. All right. I think it's now time. So let me pull this back and see how I fared with this. Okay. So here she is. Not bad. Just the beginning and still a long way to go. But yeah. I just can't wait to do more of her. I just, yeah, I'm liking this. Actually, I like the neutral grey that I've used around her, because the colours of the Bougainvillea are going to be really nice. They'll offset really nicely with that. But anyway, I'm going to leave it here, but I will be live streaming the same time. So for me, and I would love to always see you in the chat. So, but I just thank you all so much for coming as well. So I wish you all a very nice rest of the week, and I'll see you all next time. And yeah, oh, thanks, Nan. Okay, this is going to be awesome. Cool stuff. Okay. Bye, everyone. Nice to see you.